to Jagannath Puri. To me, you, na Ashiva, do not come. Gaude Rehi, staying in Bengal. Mora Icha, my desire. Safala Kariba, make successful. Let me read text 57 first. Prabhu Priya Vyanjana Sabha Randena Malini Bhakta Dashi Abhimana Sanehite Janani. The Lord's favorite vegetables were cooked by Malini Devi, the wife of Shrivas Thakur. She devotedly considered herself a maid servant of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but in affection she was just like a mother. Acharyantra adiyata mukha bhakta gana madhya madhya paruvira karina nimrantrana. All the chief devotees headed by Chandrasekhar Ariratna would extend invitations to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu periodically. Chaturmasya ante puna nityananda lena kiba yukti kare nitya nivrate vishaya. At the end of 4 months Chaturmasya period, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again consulted with Nityananda Prabhu daily in a solitary place. No one could understand what their consultation was about. Acharya Gosai Prabhu kahe thore thore Acharya tarja pade keha bujita na dhore. Then Srila Advaita Acharya said something to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu through gestures and read some poetic passages which no one understood. Tara mukha dekhi harsha shachire nandana angikara jani acharya karenan ratana. Seeing the face of Advaita Acharya, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu smiled. Understanding that the Lord had accepted the proposal of Advaita Acharya, started to dance. Kiva pratna kiva Agya kahena bujila alingana kare Prabhu tara vidya dila. No one knew what Advaita Acharya requested or what the Lord ordered. After embracing the Acharya, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bade him farewell. Nityananda kahe Prabhu sunaha Shri Pada Ayami magi tumi kare prasada. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then told Nityananda Prabhu, please hear me. O holy man, I now request something of you. Kindly grant my request. Prativarsha Nila chale tumina ashiva Gaud rahi mora ichha safala kariba. Do not come to Jagannath Puri every year, but stay in Bengal and fulfill my desire. Opened by Srila Prabhupada. The mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is to spread the holy medicine effective in this fallen age of Kali, the chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Following the orders of his mother, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was residing at Jagannath Puri, and the devotees were coming to see him. However, the Lord felt that this message must be spread very elaborately in Bengal, and in his absence there was not a second person capable of doing it. Consequently, the Lord requested Nityananda Prabhu to stay there and broadcast the message of Krishna consciousness. The Lord also entrusted a similar preaching responsibility to Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami. Nityananda Prabhu was requested not to come every year to Jagannath Puri. Although seeing Lord Jagannath greatly benefits everyone, does this mean that the Lord was refusing Nityananda Prabhu a fortunate opportunity? No, one who is a faithful servant of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu must execute his orders, even if one has to sacrifice going to Jagannath Puri to see Lord Jagannath there. In other words, it is a greater fortune to carry out Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's order than to satisfy one's senses by seeing Lord Jagannath. Preaching Chaitanya Mahaprabhu cult throughout the world is more important than staying in Vrindavan or Jagannath Puri for one's own personal satisfaction. Spreading Krishna consciousness is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission. Therefore, the sincere devotees must carry out his desire. Prithviyache jate nagaradi gram swatra prachara hoibi muranam. The devotee of Lord Chaitanya must preach Krishna consciousness in every village and town in the world. That will satisfy the Lord. It is not that one should act whimsically for his own personal satisfaction. This order comes down through the Parampara system, and the spiritual master presents these orders to the disciples so that he can spread the message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It is duty of every disciple to carry out the order of bona fide spiritual master and spread Lord Chaitanya's message all over the world. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjan Shalakya Chakshunamilitam Yen Tasmai Shri Guruvai Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manavishtam Sthapitam Yen Bhutale Swayambhuktam Dhatu Sapadantikam Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Shviraj Samriti Namne Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Shrimad Bhakti Vedanta Swamiti Namne Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharne Nirvisheshane Vadi Paschadeshtarne Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Narayana Namaskrit Nirchar Nirotmam Devim Sasati Vyasam Tato Jamdevi Vancha Kalpatra Vishkripa Sindhu Vivachapatitanam Pavne Vaishnavebhyo Namo Nashta Praya Shabhatra Shundutyam Bhagavad Seva Bhagavati Uttam Shlokya Bhaktir Bhakti Nashta. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas, he wanted to come to Vrindavan, and Mother Sachi requested, my dear son, please don't go to Vrindavan. Vrindavan is too far. Kindly go to Jagannath Puri. Lord, in Jagannath Puri it's the same Krishna who resides in Vrindavan. So if you stay in Jagannath Puri, at least devotees can visit from Navadvip to Jagannath Puri, and they will give me your report how you are there. So I'll be more satisfied. I'm already feeling separation from you. Don't give me more suffering. So please kindly reside in Jagannath Puri. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu agreed. He said, yes, Mother, I'll do that for you. So devotees would regularly visit from Navadvip to Jagannath Puri. Now here in this particular verse, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Nityananda Prabhu, please next year do not come to Jagannath Puri. Better you stay there and distribute the holy name of Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Shri Radha Lalani Ishwar Ji ki jai, Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Ji ki jai, Shri Viraj Bhagwan Ji Gaur Nitai Ji. Now Srila Prabhupada explains that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered Nityananda stay there and preach Krishna consciousness. It's very important because Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Namo Mahavadane Krishna Parimya Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauravesha. He descended to this world for what reason? To distribute the highest goal of one's life. Highest goal is not to go back to Krishna. Alright, fair enough, I'll become devotee, then I'll go back to Krishna. The highest goal is actually to attain the love of Krishna. That is the goal of our life. We just finished the verse, Na Dhanam Na Janam Na Sundri Kavdim Jagdish Kame Mama Janmani Janmi Ishwar Bhaktat Bhakti Rahayat Gita. Give me your unalloyed devotion, my Lord. The love of Krishna, that is the goal of life. Wherever the devotee stays, material world or spiritual world, because he's always with Krishna. And that love which is not distributed in any other incarnations, even when Krishna himself came, he did not distribute that. He explained Sab Dharman Pratyajya Mamekam Sharanam. Hum to aap sab paade mokshan masuchi. Surrender to me. Become my devotee. Yes, you love me, but how to love? This particular message even Krishna did not give 5,000 years ago. And that message, how to love him, how to attain that love. And that is distributed simply by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his devotees. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling, go and distribute that love, the message. You think it's easy? The most valuable gift. That gift which is not distributed in any other incarnations. So do you think it can be easy? Prabhupada said it's very easy. Yes, it's very easy. The process is you simply chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Very easy, isn't it? When anybody comes to us, to temple, what do we tell them? It's so easy. You don't need to, meditate. You don't need to close your eyes. You don't need to do this. You don't need to do that. You simply chant Hare Krishna. So easy. But matter of fact, it is not easy. Srila Bhakti-Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur says, it spikes for the thorny obstacles worshipping Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There was one Mr. Bose from Calcutta. He was devotee of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He wasn't devotee, but he was claiming that he is devotee, and his daughter became sick. So when his daughter became sick, so he started worshipping, oh Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, oh Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, oh Gauranga, please save my daughter, oh Gauranga. And then he started going to his guru. He started visiting his guru more often. And he started offering gifts to the temple, to the guru, to the deities. And he's trying to do so much devotion service, not devotion service, like with the materially giving gifts. My Lord, my dear Gurudev, please accept this offering for deities, accept this offerings for deities. And then while he was doing this, he showed so much devotion, but then his daughter's health deteriorated and she died. And then he became very angry with Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Oh, what sort of God you are? You did not save my daughter. If you would have saved my daughter, my devotion to you would have increased. If you would have saved my devotion, my daughter would have become your devotee. If you have saved my daughter, my family's devotion should have increased. Simply you have taken the life of my daughter away. Look at how many people are suffering, bereft of the devotion service. I am bereft of the devotion service. My family is bereft of the devotion service. My daughter is right. So then he said, okay, there is no Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So then this man narrated the story to Srila Bhakti-Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And Srila Bhakti-Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, my Gauranga Mahaprabhu which I am worshipping, he is not the Gauranga Mahaprabhu of Mr. Bose. My Gauranga Mahaprabhu is Mar Virat Vijo Ichha Tumar. Wherever my Gauranga Mahaprabhu keeps given so many, I don't even remember how many quotes Srila Bhakti-Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur has given. Srila Bhakti-Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur given so many quotes to this person, friend of Mr. Bose. And he told him, and all these quotes are feeling separation, suffering from the devotion of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, transcendental suffering. And in that he quoted, the worshipping Gauranga Mahaprabhu is the spikes of the thorny obstacles. It's difficult. We read every day the verse, but we don't meditate on the verse. We try maybe very little. We try to apply the verse very little at the moment. That's why we are not relishing that. The taste of the worshipping Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Mention Trunadapi Sunichena Tarupi Sahishuna Manraman Kitni Sadhari. We chant this verse, we listen this verse. We are not applying this verse. Even if you are applying very little. When it will take lifetime to apply the verse. When you apply the verse fully, then we will relish what is the taste of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu worshipping Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Nityananda, distribute. And Krishna says that person who preaches the glories, this message of Krishna consciousness, he is very dear to me. You see, Krishna said this, the person who preaches Krishna consciousness is very dear to me. It is just simply because Krishna is getting some benefit out of it. That's why it's difficult. That's why it's easy. That's why he loves them. Oh yes. You're very nice. You're glorifying me. Very good. You're very dear to me. Isn't it? That's what happened in the material world, isn't it? If somebody glorifies us, we become very happy. Oh yeah, this is very nice man. Janata is very nice man. Because he is glorifying me. But when Krishna is saying that person who is glorifying me, he is very dear to me, his concept is completely different. Because he is not happy because, oh yes, because I am glorified, that's why he is very dear to me. Because the person who is preaching Krishna consciousness, he is taking so many problems. He goes through so many obstacles. He takes so many sufferings. Srila Prabhupada is so many times quoted, Lord Jesus. He prayed God consciousness. Then what is the result? They hanged him. So he took so much trouble. But he said, okay, I'll take your sins. You follow me? And he taken. But that's another, we don't want to go details. But Vasudev Datta was taking sins not of his followers. Jesus was taking sins of his followers only. But Vasudev Datta was not taking sins of his followers. He was taking sins of every living entity. See how much higher, compassion, billion times higher compassion than even Lord Jesus. You're not saying they're both devotees. And Prabhupada, that's why he's because they are taking so much trouble to preach Krishna consciousness. Srila Bhaktisanta Saraswati Thakur, you think they preach Krishna consciousness, they've never taken trouble? He was the disciple of Gokshadha Babaji Maharaj. There was one man from Calcutta. He came and he first asked initiation from Srila Bhaktisanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj. I've forgotten his name now. But when he asked, he refused. And he became very upset. See, this is material motives. Srila Prabhupada said so many people even come to Krishna consciousness simply for their own some external motives. When the motive is satisfied, they disappear. Or when they see the motive will not satisfy, they disappear. So this person, he approached Srila Bhaktisanta Saraswati Thakur for some motive. But when his motive was not satisfied, he went to Gokshadha Babaji Maharaj. Okay, now I don't want to go to your Guru. to be initiated. I've forgotten his name, but anybody remember? You remember? No? So then he said, Bhakti Santa Saraswati Thakur, he was so exalted. Whenever he would come to meet Gokshad Babaji Maharaj, he would put obstacles. He would not let him meet. He's the only disciple. Gokshad Babaji Maharaj has told him, go and preach. Tell Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission to everybody. But Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Maharaj Thakur did not even say a word that this person is putting any obstacles. This is called humility. He just continue serving whenever he get chance. One day, he would not let him meet somehow. Whenever he come, oh, he is busy at the moment. You can't see him at the moment. You can't see him. He is busy. He is doing some bhajan over there. Any excuse he would make. And one day, when Srila Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur came to meet Gokshad Babaji Maharaj, this man, he again saying the same thing. Oh, he is busy. And Gokshad Babaji Maharaj heard. And immediately he said, oh, Vimla Prasad is here? He said, yes. Oh, please send him. And he called him. And he hugged him. And whatever the transcendental topics they both discussed. And then he called this man. Not of some other reason, Krishna. He said, now you should go. Go back to Calcutta. His servant who was putting obstacles. He did not say that I am punishing you. He said, now go back to Calcutta, you get married. Have a wife. And you live a household life. And you chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Purify yourself. Srila Prabhupada, when he left home, he was not sitting idle in just the Mother temple. He would go to Delhi. He would bring back to Godhead. Then he would distribute them. He would buy the paper. He would get it printed, do the proofreading. Then he would go copy. You go to distribution. Prabhupada is done distribution. It's not that Prabhupada is just told you go every day to distribution. Prabhupada personally done this distribution. And at that time there was no temple, no nothing. He would go on to cafes because people were so addicting drinking this tea shops. Tea shops were newly introduced in India. Now every nook and corner there are tea shops in India. Even our Krishna Balaram temple, right early morning, 4 o'clock there is Aarti, Mangal Aarti, tea shop, tea wala open his tea stall immediately. Mangal Aarti time even tea stalls are open. Prabhupada would go and tell them, please read this back to God at night. Prabhupada took so much trouble. He started the League of Devotees in Jhansi, but Indians would not listen. Oh, you're too orthodox, Swamiji. You're too orthodox. Sometimes they told, if you even preach these days, chant Hare Krishna strictly. He said, no, you're too fanatic. Do some mild preaching. What is the mild and not mild? There's only one Krishna consciousness. Chant Hare Krishna. I tell very openly. Chant Hare Krishna, why are you getting afraid? Everybody comes, people coming to us. Muslim comes, they have got their beard. Jewish, they have got their curls. Sikh, they have got turban. Well, we go openly with Shika. Why? I'm Hare Krishna. Why should we be ashamed of becoming Hare Krishna? Prabhupada said, yes, we can. A householder who is not living in temple, for them, they can wear tie, or sometimes Prabhupada even allowed to go and wear tie and suit, or wear some devotees used to wear wig even, preaching Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada said, one thing you should always have, neck bead and the tilak and the shika. This you should have. You can wear nice tie and suit. I don't know if you know this, There was one devotee, he was at the time of Prabhupada, there was some court case. So then this devotee thought, well, I should not present myself, I'm going to go to the court case, I don't know how the magistrate would be. So let me remove, remove everything, let me wear a tie and suit. So he wore tie and suit. I don't know if tilak was removed or not, but I don't know. But anyway, must be. He wore a nice tie and suit and with the wig and something. He was sitting over there, and one man came to him. He said, I don't know how he, in his American language, you may know how they speak in accent. He said, hey, Hare Krishna written all over your face. So he told him, he recognized somehow that he knew that this is a devotee. It's a Hare Krishna, it's a Hari Bol. But devotees take so much trouble. Devotees, when Prabhupada went, even, you see, 22 marketplaces, Haridas Thakur was punished. And Nityananda was attacked. When Madai attacked, you all know the story of Jagai and Madai. For what reason? Simply, please chant Krishna's names. Please chant Krishna's names. And I'm very fortunate to be a disciple of His Holiness Giresh Swami, because he told so many nice things. How much risk they taken. How much risk they taken in Pakistan and in India to preach Krishna consciousness. He was the first person who watched this movie, Hare Dam Maro Dam, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. You know the Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. What was the name of the movie? Anybody knows? How many people seen the movie? You haven't? Nobody seen the movie? Oh my God. That was the movie first time, I loved it. That was in somewhere in 1970. I was very young, 11, 12 years old. 16 actually, I was when I heard, 15, when I heard this movie. Because Devanand made this movie. It was actually criticizing that these Hare Krishnas are all smugglers and the drug dealers and the deities, they are thieves, they steal deities from India and they export to the and one of the actor's sisters, she got into this group of Hare Krishnas and he's trying to take his sister out of the Hare Krishna movement and this Dam Maro Dam hippie movement. This was the movie. And when Giresh Swami, this movie came up, Giresh Swami is told that how when he saw the posters, so he went to the premiere show. He said, I want to see, Bollywood made a movie onto us, so let me go and see it. Even he could not understand Hindi, but he speaks Hindi, and Sridhar Swami used to speak Hindi too. So Giresh Swami, Sridhar Swami, they were all in Bombay, and they learned. And Sridhar Swami even learned the Hindi so much that he actually memorized the entire lecture of Prabhupada in Hindi without even understanding what is really saying. And he delivered the entire lecture in Hindi. And similarly when Giresh Swami went and see this movie, so he was trying to picked up ideas, what they're saying, But he said when the movie finished, everybody was giving a look to him. He is one of that Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. And people threw stones at them, even shoes at them, to the devotees. When devotees going out in India to preach Krishna consciousness, they literally abuse them. Brahmins in Vrindavan, they close the doors even to the devotees. But they suffered. They tolerated all these abuse in India. And they're going forward, they left their country, they left their religion, they left their family, they left their business, they left their education. A young boys, 19, 20 years old, children, they left everything. And they went to India for what? Preaching them this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's cult. Two Indians who have not taken this cult. And what Indians were giving it to them at that time? They were throwing stones at them. And when they came to Prabhupada, then Prabhupada, people saying we are drug dealers, people saying we are thieves, we are rogues, we are smugglers. Srila Prabhupada said, tolerate it. He said, somehow they are chanting Krishna's names. But when they come to your temple, when they will see that you are not, how you are practicing strictly Krishna consciousness, their heart will change. His Holiness Giraj Swami, when he was preaching in Pakistan, he told, I asked him actually a couple of years ago. So I said, why don't you ever give details of Pakistan? He said, no, it's too dangerous. He doesn't talk on the mic in any temple. He didn't even, written. I said, well, why did you do that? At least you should tell. He said, okay, I'll tell you privately. May I repeat it once in my class sometime? Anyway, he laughed. Once 40 people attacked Giraj Swami. 40 people. They were doing a program in one room, in one hall. But anyway, this story he told me in secret, but anyway, we can share it. So he said they were performing a program in one hall, a private program. Some Hindus came who were living in Pakistan, and there were some even Muslims he cultivated. And anyway, I won't go into details. Also some Muslims he cultivated. One of family is very nice. Mr. Salim, he still lives in London. We met him. We had a good relationship with him. And he even offered his own house, this man. Anyway, they were performing this program, and Giraj Swami was, I don't know, somehow or other at that time he was different. He was wearing all the marks over here of big tilaks, and he was, and he was not even wearing kurta or something. He just had shawl on. It must be very hot or something. So he just went out to buy something from on the road. Simply across. No. He went to ring actually. There was one public booth over there. So he was supposed to ring somebody. So he came off the hall and just crossed the road. He went to the public booth to ring somebody. Moment he went there, immediately next time he realized there were actually 40 people who were attacking him. And he was with another man. It's a huge mob. When they attacked him, so what to do? So there was one car. So they entered into the car, one door, and they came out of the other door. And they were thinking, now we're going to be finished now. Because in India or in Pakistan, if you get a thief or something, they don't ask you, they just beat you. Have you ever seen like that? I've seen, because I've grown up in India, I've seen, So they just, a mob come and hit you so much you die. And somehow Krishna's arrangement, a van was going, and this van man opened the quick door. He was a devotee actually. He just saw them, the Giraj and some other devotees getting attacked by a mob of 40 people. He just opened the door, he jumped in the car, and he drove the van away. And right over there the program was going on in a hall. So devotee taken so many risks to preach Krishna consciousness. So this, whatever the difficulties we go through, but Prabhupada made one statement, he said, tolerate it. And even Indian government actually banned Giraj Swami. They said, you are born in America, American Jewish, you go to Pakistan, you come to India, you got a relationship with that. He actually even up to he cultivated right up to Ziaul Haq. Ziaul Haq was the chief commander military of Pakistan. And actually he told even Giraj Swami, he said, as long as I am here, you can distribute as many Gitas you want. Nobody will touch you. They used to smuggle Gitas in a bags through the Pakistan and distribute Gitas in Pakistan. Very dangerous. But what was the motive behind it? They had no connection with that, but Indian government said, you're a CIA agent. You go to Pakistan and you come to India. He was banned for 7 years. He had a case with the Indian government. Finally, they won the case. The case went for 7 years. We are simply devotees of Krishna. We got nothing to do with the politics. We got nothing to do with this CIA. You would believe it or not. There's one man right now. Well, anyway, let me finish this first. So anyway, Gira Swami, they won the case, and so then they realized that by now our movement is established in India. And Prabhupada has made one statement. He said, yes, you go when the same people will see how strictly we follow Krishna consciousness. So more strictly we follow, the people will respect you. You know the story of the person who was Prabhupada even told this story. There was one factory. So the owner of the factory told all the employees that you should all wear tilak. Come to the morning. There was one temple in the factory, and everybody go to the temple, put the tilak, because in India it's a custom. You go to the temple and you put, like particularly Shivites and Shaktas, these temples, you put tilak. Everybody goes. They take the Mahatilak and put on their head. That's the custom. And so they would go, and every day they would do that. So one Muslim guy, he bought the factory. So he said, okay, from tomorrow onward, nobody will going to wear tilak. If anybody come with the tilak, and that person will be sacked. So everybody removed the tilak. One man, he put the tilak on, he came to the factory like this. When he came to that, he said, okay, everybody else is sacked, I will keep it. That person who is not even, what is the Hindi, I don't know the right English, this particular verse. जो अपने धर्म का नहीं होगा वो किसी का क्या होगा? What is the English of this? Huh? Yeah, what we will do? If you can betray your own dharma, how will you be loyal to me if you are not loyal? Yeah, that's the right English. If you are not loyal to your own religion, how will you loyal to me? So he said, I don't want any one of you. Because you're not loyal to your own religion. Everybody is sad. So, but Prabhupada has said that when we follow strictly, then people, yes, they're following very nicely. So Prabhupada even told them, let them come to Mangalati, let them see how we practice Krishna consciousness. And Prabhupada's prediction became perfectly right. If you go to India now, 40 years ago, same people in India, when the first time Prabhupada took 40 devotees to India, and they worked hard, 40 people only. They worked hard, they went everywhere, Ahmedabad, Punjab, Amritsar, they traveled all over. Prabhupada told them, okay, and Delhi airport, they told Guru Das, drop here and now you start preaching Krishna consciousness. 2 devotees, 3 devotees. And actually one devotee told me, Patita Pavan Das, president of Tenri temple, the government of Tenri, they given a huge land to him to make a new temple. Huge land. He said, I will make a Vedic temple, nice Indian ancient Vedic temple. So they gave me a huge land. And how many people started this preaching over the Tenerife? Only 2 people. Only 2 devotees. Gira Swami and another devotee went with him. Just 2 devotees. With the Mardanga and Kartel on the street and chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. And the whole thing is manifesting. But the same India was 40 years ago, with so much trouble, they were saying, no, these are hippies, these are drug dealers, these are, smugglers. people. All over India now, people are, you go to the temples in India now, you see how beautifully people are saying, oh, no, they are not smugglers. They are not, they are devotees. That's not the Prabhupada. But don't take it as granted. There's one man in India, I tell you, I just checked on, somebody told me, and he said, do something. I said, what is that? And so he sent me a link. So this man, just recent, he said he's more nationalist. So this nationalist, he is criticizing even Hare Krishna movement. How he criticized? He said, this Americans are taking over India. They are introducing their culture to India. They have opened even temples in India. He's telling to ISKCON. So he's anti-American. This nationalist Indian, one of the national Indian activist or nationalist, he's anti-American. So what he is saying, I was laughing. The reason I was laughing, just recently, last month. So the reason I was laughing, he's anti-American. Okay, fair enough. You want to be you're on a bodily platform. You want to be anti-American. What can we do? Well, we can't do. I mean, we can preach to them. But then how he's connecting? He said these Americans are bad. American is this, and they are so bad that they have even opened temples in India, and all India's wealth is going through these temples to America. So they are exporting all this Indian wealth to America, and this is ISKCON. He mentioned the name ISKCON. So I was thinking, oh my God, people have no clue. And this sort of Indian nationalist, they don't know that devotees have sacrificed their life, their jobs, their careers, their everything. So my whole point of this particular Prabhupada is explaining here that preach Krishna consciousness, cult of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not simple. It's not simple to practice. It's not simple to even preach. When I say it's not simple means when we come to that platform of humility, when we come to the platform it's a purificatory process. We are like, I give example. It's like, potatoes, you put in a potato peeler, potatoes, the moment you take out from the earth, we are like a dirty potatoes. So much mud, so much skin on it. At the moment we are just put in the peeler and we are just rotating. We are just getting peeled. When we clear in our heart, that's why Srila Vedavyas mentioned right in the beginning of Bhagavatam, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. He given the condition. You want to know Krishna? You want to know Vasudev? One condition. Nirmatta Srananam Stam. Only that devotees who are pure in heart, they can relish it. So the pure philosophy is the most beautiful philosophy. It is so nice. There is no other thing compared to this philosophy of Krishna consciousness. Even after 30, 40 years, we still think, my God, I'm just a new. Past is past. Don't think I'm practicing for 20 years, 30 years. It's gone, finished. Yeah, gone. This is a history. Let's start today. If we go to this, my Krishna consciousness, I'm just starting to. I haven't learned anything yet. Big acharyas, they got so much. How much we can do? How much can we do? How much? Somebody pays, I gave very class. What do you know? What do you know compared to Vyasadeva? Vyasadeva has compiled the 100,000 verses of Mahabharata. What do we know? Oh, this is very nice, very big devotee. Oh, he knows so much. Achha, how much can he know? Better than Vyasadeva? And above Vyasadeva there is somebody else as well, Dev Rishi Narad. So we are insignificant, we remain insignificant. The only our qualification is, unless we realize that I am insignificant soul, somehow or other I belong to Krishna. And Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And this process, which introduced to by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we are very grateful to Srila Prabhupada that was giving us a gift. And we are very grateful to his spiritual master Srila Bhakti Sansa Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Maharaj, who ordered him. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, whose arrangement Srila Prabhupada has come and giving us this gift. So we only have to eat it. Everything is on the plate. Devotee has done so much work. Now the temple is here ready. Devotees worked hard to come to this, bring to this temple even. Initially devotees who came to London, they slept on the top of the roofs. They slept in the cardboards. But they've done that. Now Krishna has arranged everything. So we just have to maintain it. We have to little, whatever we can do. So I stop it here. We are very grateful to Srila Prabhupada, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Srila Bhakti Santa Saraswati Thakur, and all the devotees who done work before, who are doing work now, and who will do work in the future. Devotee will come. So we have to be indebted to all the devotees. Devotee in the past, devotee in the present, and devotees in the future. Vancha kalpatarobhyaśya kripa sindhubhyo patitanam pavnebhyo vaishnavebhyo. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki. Thank you so much. Anybody? I finished 20 minutes. Is okay? Thank you. Anybody, any question, any comment, anybody like to? Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, I'm sorry I was a bit late for the class. When I just came in, you were mentioning about Prabhupada distributing back to Godhead, and we know that Prabhupada emphasized a lot about book distribution. So my question is, for devotees publishing, writing books and distributing books that they've written themselves. I know or at least I don't know that much about how you do it, but I have an idea that you somehow are engaged with like TV, other types of media. So I just wondered maybe if you have, part of me thinks that, okay, like you say, we're insignificant, we don't really have anything to contribute, so what can we say about it? And then another part of me thinks, well, if we speak to somebody, then that's also like having a conversation to put that in a book and publish it. We'd only be like, sharing about what our organization.
Good question. Actually, Prabhupada written books, sometimes devotees criticize, oh well, only Prabhupada books should be read, nobody should write the books. Sometimes you see this. Prabhupada has given one instruction to devotees. Prabhupada encouraged a lot of devotees to write. There is nothing wrong with that. Prabhupada has written the books. Actually, Prabhupada asked, who was a devotee? It was with Giraj Swami too. I've forgotten exactly Giraj Swami. Prabhupada definitely told even Giraj Swami, he said, you should write. He said, you should write. Prabhupada instructed him. And Prabhupada told some devotees to write for Back to Godhead magazine. Of course, Prabhupada would check it if he's written right or wrong, whatever. But Prabhupada used to tell the devotee to write. And once a devotee written something and Prabhupada said yes, Prabhupada made one statement which was told by Giraj Swami this past times in Dallas on the same question. He answered, is that actually Prabhupada said, when he written the article, Prabhupada said, yes, that's nice. He said, well, this is all my writing. Even the devotees written is writing of Prabhupada. On whose behalf they are writing? What did you know about Krishna? What did I know about Krishna? None of us knew about Krishna at all. Now I spoke, what did I know about Krishna consciousness 30 years ago, 31 years ago? Nothing. It's Prabhupada who taught us. So when I'm sharing, it's Prabhupada's Vani which Prabhupada taught us. So when we write something, we write on the behalf of Prabhupada. But there is one condition. The writing should be consulted with other devotees too. Guru, Sadhu and Shastra. So most of the time what I see is different devotees when they written these books on behalf of Krishna consciousness, it's not that whimsically they just written themselves. They consult with other devotees too. Like my Guru Maharaj asked me to write something. So then he instructed me, he said, I'll introduce you one devotee. I want to write something, some topic I was discussing with him, some project. Quite a serious project. So he said, yes, I introduced you to this devotee. When you write, he will help you how to write. So it's okay. They are Krishna conscious books. But I always tell one thing, you must read first Prabhupada books. Because all other books are based on the Prabhupada books. So even in case if there is something is mistake, what is the verse in Bhagavatam? Prabhupada will quote it. You can give translation in English. Even if it is composed, even if it's improperly composed, something like that, it's still glorified. Message of Krishna. As long as Krishna's message, there should not be any personal motive in that particular writing. If in that writing, if the motive is myself, then their writing should be rejected. If the motive of that particular book is about Krishna, that's not a problem, even if there are mistakes. Sometimes these days, they sometimes correct books for Prabhupada and rewritten books. Problem. It's quite deep subject matter. I just given you briefly. Maybe it has to be discussed privately sometime. These topics. It's much more detailed. Hope I understand. So it's all part of Krishna consciousness. All the devotees' books are part. But I must insist, must read Prabhupada books first. Not even once, not even twice. You must have studied books good 3, 4, 5 times before you even think about what Prabhupada has written. So Prabhupada books, this treasure is not, it's not that just, okay, I have read it. Yes, Prabhuji, you told me to read Prabhupada books. I have read entire Bhagavatam and I read entire Chaitanya Charitamrta and I read all the books. And now I am very learned. Yes, Prabhu, what do you do? I have learned all, I have studied all Prabhupada books. Okay? Don't talk to me. I know better than you. Arey Baba, you can't know better than anything. Brahma meditated on the Vedas 3 times. My God, in Satyuga 3 times. You finish Prabhupada books 3, 4, 5 times in your life first. And then you start thinking. Then you start grasping little bit message of Prabhupada. And the same time we process chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. Associate with devotees, the 5 limbs of devotional service. We associate with devotees and his books, the deities. This is Vrindavan. Rather than Nisha, this is not where we are sitting now. This is not London. This is Vrindavan. So then we are in Vrindavan. Then we are Krishna conscious. The whole philosophy is, anyways, we can talk so many hours. The whole philosophy is very beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So we just have to keep patiently. Usah nischadharyat. Lifetime. Takes lifetime. It's It's a lifetime process. It's not one day process. It's not 2 day process. And we are all individuals. We cannot force another person. Prabhu, I think like that, now you should practice. This is the pure devotion service, you should practice like that. Otherwise you are some demon or something. No, everybody, we all are individuals. We all have some conditioning. And according to our own conditioning, we cannot particularly force everybody. Yes, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Rupa Goswami has given the guideline. Can you imagine what a guideline he has given? Pranadapi Sunichena Tarurupi Sarishna Manina Manden Kirtaniya Sadhari. This level, we all have Mataji, this Mataji, that Mataji, this Prabhu, everybody going toward the goal. With our own conditioning, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And we have to, by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. We just act like a mango, green mango. As long as the green mango stays with the stem, it will ripe very nicely. It will become very sweet. So we just have to wait for the mango to be ripe. So our devotion service, we have to wait. It's just a little bud at the moment. Let it become a mango. Then it will become a green mango. We may be green mango, and that's why we are bitter sometimes, maybe. Prabhu, you are very bitter. Oh, what can I do? I am a green mango. So we have to become a yellow, nice, ripe mango. All right, I'll stop it here. I think time is too much. Maybe we can, if anybody like, we can discuss any other question if you want. Thank you, Janithai Prabhu, for inviting. Thank you, Srila Prabhupada. Nitai Go Prabhu. Hare Krishna.